Journey building transparent governance and community engagement for the Telcoin ecosystem. Platform today's agenda several journey updates and Telcoin governance and community engagement initiatives. Platform developments and review of today's agenda several slide updates and Telcoin governance and community engagement initiatives. Platform developments and review of today's agenda. Engagement teams for regular meetings governance system, fulfilling multiple functions, including creating a transparent window into the council operations for the community. They provide structured forums for discussions and refining proposals, bringing up ideas and so forth. They offer a platform to present their ideas directly to the council members, enabling community members to witness, discuss, and help shape these proposals, delivering consistent platform updates to keep everyone informed. Look to maintain open lines of communication between all members, facilitate direct community engagement through interactive community, questions and answer sessions. Our government foundation is to reaffirm that the platform, Treasury councils, and the global governance layout for both the Telcoin platform and association. We work in concert with these councils to oversee the platform-wide systems, shape association social policies, and steward the Treasury with care and foresight. The Telcoin platform governance system is self-organized and determined by 4 minor groups and the elected councils. Within these associations, the focus on 2 primary duties: provisioning, planning, and financial platform infrastructure construction and maintenance, providing information and delivering other collective goods essential for the ecosystem's health. Regulating sustainability within the platform for the 4 minor groups to harvest based on the production according to the rules established by the representative councils. And as your elected representatives, we embrace several key responsibilities about reviewing and voting on snapshot proposals, maintaining consistent attendance at the council meetings, and provide transparent, regular updates for the community, and monitoring platform systems and upholding and enforcing our operational framework. So that's the first formality out of the way. We can move on to a recap from the last meeting. So a couple of weeks ago, we covered several key proposals on the operational updates. Grant reported that Telcoin network development was progressing well. Most security fixes were completed, and plans to return to the public repository in the DivNet development probably this week coming up. The association, we also implemented the gold verification on Twitter. It's $2,000 a year, plus extra marketing on that front, and we secured non-profit rates for Slack and Trello. Storm Partners presented a comprehensive service proposal offering legal, compliance, finance, and operational support, roughly around 600, 700 hours of work annually. There was also other topics that we discussed for financial infrastructure. We integrated or discussed OneSafe, maintaining Discord at a boost level 3, and expanding centralized liquidity with coverage up to 125 million TEL tokens to be used as and when needed. Also, the future meetings that we agreed on. What have we got? We've got to confirm the establishment of custodian accounts with Anchorage Digital and BitGo. The main thing with the OneSafe, what was discussed, being a software platform, it's also confirmed that it's a reasonably good move to take this step to, as we come into the pointy end of things, to help auditing, accounting, following everything, internal controls. The Discord boost that was brought up with Delhi, and it was a low implementation cost and a high potential impact to keep everything rolling smoothly there. And then our following meetings that we have coming up, so today the 6th and the 30th. Okay, we can hand over to Ari or Grant to go over to the network updates if we're ready.
Yeah, so So the network is progressing. Still, we've gotten back the audit from the first audit, the things that we need to fix on that. And Grant and his team have been working diligently on knocking those out and getting those ready for a full release of that test net. In the meantime, we've actually worked behind the scenes to try to remove some of the blockers for Grant administratively to go and provide the council with updates on network status, and we're trying to come together to get an actual site together, possibly to show what our expected progress on the network is, so that the community will be able to tell a little bit clearer what the path forward is and where we're at in that process. Is there anything I missed there, Grant?
No, that's exactly right. And I guess without further ado, we can go ahead and kind of present this what some of the council members have been working on. So big thank you to both Derek and Nick for working on this. This is our new roadmap website to try to facilitate better and transparency with the community and what's going on with Telcoin network development. So we have here our Telcoin network roadmap and a lot of important links where more technical users can go dive into the see things directly. But for those who are not interested in diving deep through GitHub issues and tracking issues on project boards, etc., this is sort of a high-level overview of the phases where we're at. This Adiri is our test net. We've broken down several of the phases and what we're tracking internally to consider the next phase and where we're ready to move on to. So this has been a really great we're really excited to have this website out to share, and it is going to be a living, breathing website. So this is something that we're going to be maintaining and a good source of truth moving forward. So just kind of scrolling down through here too, there is on this road to mainnet, you can find more detailed information down here, including particular issues that we're currently working on. These all link and are tracked on GitHub, where open source code is you can see the actual changes being implemented, and a lot of other helpful links at the bottom. So really excited to have this and continue to iterate on this, because it's just the start for getting this off the ground. So
yeah, I think it's probably important just to point out again for the community members that may be wondering, once we release mainnet, right, that's not kind of like the end of the story for development. We will still have ongoing development operations going on, just like they do on Ethereum, just like they do on Polygon, and it's more, like forks that are going to come up from now and then. So.
No, it's very good. It is also for the non-technical. It makes it a lot easier to track where progress is. So that's going to cater to 99% of the people out there, apart from the technical folk. That's very good.
I thought everybody was programmers on here. No? Okay.
No, definitely not. Yeah. So it's going to be very good on that front. Happy everyone out there.
Yeah, a lot of work's gone into that. Big shout out to BZ. We've been working all week on that, but yeah, that we just finalized it about 30 minutes ago, so that's fresh off us, that is.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for Grant and the developer team to give us some insight, and hopefully this is a good tool for the community to show kind of all the hard work that's going on, where we're at, where we've been, where we're going.
Yeah, and honestly, thank you. We didn't want to take much time from Grant and the team, because we know they're working hard. So, all the input they gave us to help us with that, like, honestly, it's all their stuff. We're just putting out the vision there, but that's all Grant and the team and everybody, all their hard work. We're just trying to summarize it and make it nice and clear for everybody to keep track of,
and also to keep these guys able to where they're able to focus on their code and not necessarily, even though they're not opposed to it, spending a lot of their time answering questions and stuff. So like we're trying to help these guys, stay focused on what they need to do and not get distracted by all of our incoming questions on everything.
Yeah, and just to add, so the idea going forward is that just before the Platform and Treasury Council meeting, we will get the latest from the team and make some updates to the site. So we kind of want to try to keep it updated every 2 weeks. Obviously, the GitHub stuff is going to be live. You can check that whenever that pulls in the live data. But yeah, we'll try to maintain and tweak all the bits and pieces on this site every 2 weeks. So it just gives the community one place to go to read and see what's going on. And it helps the council to answer questions too. So hopefully going forward, it's going to be a very useful tool.
Well, so far it's been it's off to a great start. Really appreciate all the support and effort. So thank you all.
No, thank you, mate. It's all your work. It's just me and BZ have just been putting your vision on a page. But yeah, thank you for all the hard work.
No, that's good, guys. Well done, and it's going to help out a lot and keep everyone focused where they need to be. All right. So if we move on to point 4, Ari, did you want to talk about the finance, legal, operation, and support proposal from Storm?
Yeah. So we had a presentation last time by Storm on providing operational support to the association, and the council has gone and we've taken that back. We've gone through the proposal. We've gone through the bits and pieces of it. We've kind of submitted like a counter to that. They've come back with what that would look like, and I think we're setting up a meeting for next week with them to kind of possibly hash out finalities on it, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, very good, because that's an important part. As the ecosystem grows, we're going to need some support as needed there. Is there anything else we need to talk about that? Anyone on Storm need to bring anything up there? Or? No? All right. We keep moving along. The trading competition via Seed Hub, managed by Storm Partners and the Growth Team.
Okay, so if everyone's looked at the forum, there's a new proposal up that's put up by Storm Partners, the marketing arm of that, to hold basically a trading competition via Seed Hub, and that would be somewhere around $40,000. It would run, I think it was approximately 8 weeks, if I remember right.
Campaign 4 weeks, $5,000.
4 weeks, $5,000 a week. So, so a budget of 40,000, 20,000 for the prize pool, and then another 20,000 capped in fees. So, with that, would Storm Partners like to come up and talk about their proposal?
Yeah, hi, I'm here to substitute only momentarily Ermias, which will join from the next round. Yes, basically we have Dima here, that it's our guy in CD Hub that will totally explain in the most simple way how the competition will work, what are the objectives, the mechanics, the involvement of all the parts. I'm here just to adopt that Storm will totally support the marketing and the promotion of this. We already started to implement it in our social media in case the proposal will pass. We have started to test some some communication, some graphics. So we are here to totally support this initiative. And Dima, if you want to start the presentation.
Definitely. Thank you. So I'm here from City Hub, and now I will do a quick slideshow, if you don't mind. You have the full proposal with you as well. I'll just share it on my side, and I will do a quick rundown without going into too much details. So just to give you some background, City Hub is a product that helps token issuers generate full organic retail trading volume on centralized exchanges. We do it by hosting trading competitions on our platform. We are backed by GSR, Ledger, and Anagram, with over 160 campaigns launched in 8 months, with more than 600 million of organic volume generated. Now, what I want to do here is do a quick live demo of our product, show you the user flow, how the campaigns are structured, why this volume is fully organic, and what are the benefits for projects like Telcoin. And then we'll go through reporting and analytics and take it from there. So let me quickly switch the tabs, and I will show you how it looks like from the trader's perspective. Now, this platform is quite unique, so if you have any questions, comments, if anything feels unclear, don't hesitate to interrupt. I'll make sure to answer all your questions. So traders see our platform exactly like you see it now. They start their journey by connecting their DeFi wallet. Their DeFi wallet is connected on the upper right corner. You can see my address is already there. It could be MetaMask, Rabbi, or whatever the wallet is preferred on the user side. This wallet will be used to receive the rewards or the prize pool that the traders win during the competition. You can see every single campaign on our platform has different prize pool. It could be anywhere from $3,000 to $15,000 per week. It depends really on the goals of the project and the structure of the campaign. Now, the most important part for the traders is to go to the profile and connect their personal centralized exchange accounts. We as a company do not do any trading at all. We don't trade any of the tokens that we run the campaigns for. It's only the users of our platform that do that. In order to achieve that, they connect their personal centralized exchange accounts. So you can see I already have my Binance and Bybit account connected. If I want to connect an account, I will click link, and I will authenticate with my personal centralized exchange account. This makes sure that the users are KYC, compliant, and fully ready to trade on the platform where we hold the competition. Under the hood, it's always the API keys with permissions to trade, but usually users just prefer to use one-click authentication since it's more convenient and fast. So after the exchange accounts are connected, users are fully ready to trade. We can pick any campaign. Let's go to Rain, for example. Now, campaign page are always the same. They consist of the price chart widget, where users can see the price, liquidity snapshot widget, where they can see how much liquidity is in the order book, and all the information for them to keep profitable. Since we work with real communities and real people, trader profitability is what drives the best results. So we ensure that they have all the tools in order to be profitable and generate as much volume as possible. So let's place the trade. What's important here is that you will find only market orders on this widget. So traders cannot place any limit orders on our platform. This way we prevent any sorts of self-trading, ensuring that the volume is clean, organic, and retail driven. So let's place the trade, $5. We traded for Rain tokens. And now we go to the leaderboard, where we can see all the traders that participated in the current time frame, which for this campaign is every 6 hours. And at the very bottom, we will find me. I traded, you can see, a small amount of volume, and I'm not eligible for any of the rewards. But the idea for the traders is that as soon as they hit a certain threshold of the volume, they will be eligible for the rewards. So every single day, traders compete with each other, generate the volume, get rewarded for that. And by the end of the epoch, the leaderboard is reset and the rewards are paid out to the participants. So we can go to the profile, click claim rewards, and here we will see all the campaigns where I participated, and I can claim the rewards and receive them to my DeFi wallet. So the mechanics of the campaign was structured in a way to keep the traders engaged, profitable, and at the same time, sustain the volumes over extended periods of time. We have campaigns ranging from 1 week up to 9 months. Beefy is a good example, where we run trading competitions for 6 months with the projects. Now, during the campaign, you will get full visibility into campaign data, meaning organic volume, how the traders behave, and it will look something like this. This is Bubble Maps campaign that we ran on Binance. You can see total organic volume. You can see average volume per trader, median volume per trader. You can see the volume chart, how much price pool was distributed, and you can also track volume to reward ratio, which depends, of course, on the price pool, which exchange we run the campaign on, and the liquidity quality. So this campaign will be live for, this dashboard will be live for all the campaigns after 24 hours when we collect initial data. And with this, as you can see, we have approximately 10 to 20 campaigns going live every single day. Some of them short-term, some of them long-term. But the idea is that there is always a volume goal for traders to hit. And as you can see, many of the campaigns already reach their KPIs. But we can always open any of the campaigns and see the data, verify the results, which you can also see on our case study page. So for this campaign, we already reached the KPIs, but you can always backtrack all the epochs, and you can see the amount of traders that joined, and you can see the amount of volume they generated. The more rewards is being put out by the project, the more traders will join. So for SETA campaign, for example, you will see much more people joining, as it's the campaign with $5,000 prize pool. So you can see it's a big list of hundreds of retail traders who participate in every single epoch. So there are some highlights on our campaigns. I made sure to include them as well. Let me just quickly go through it here. So the idea is pretty simple. I mapped out a few campaigns that are similar, either in terms of the goals for the project or in terms of the price pool size, duration, etc. So perpetual protocol. Yeah, there is a question.
It looks like
I think Julio was first, right?
Julio was first, and then Dwight after that.
No. Please, Dwight, go on.
Dwight.
I already had my answer.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Dima, for the presentation so far. Really interesting. So I'm not sure if I didn't catch that, but so you are using the order books from the exchanges. Did I get that right? Or
Yes, we get this data live from the exchanges. So all this data is one-to-one mapped out to what you see on actual centralized exchange.
okay, so if a user connects his, let's say, Bybit account, if they're teletradable on there, they're basically executing their trade on Bybit. Would they be able, if they only connected to Bybit and have an account there, to trade on another exchange, or is that simply going with that exchange they're connected with?
Yeah, so we can technically run campaigns on several exchanges at the same time. Absolutely possible. That's one of the benefits of our platform. We usually advise projects to run the campaigns on the highest tier exchange, so meaning Bybit in your case, but we can definitely do that. Now, from this specific scenario, we discuss with the project which exchange to target. So if our campaign will target solely Bybit, then only Bybit will be available on the campaign page. So as you can see here, I don't have any option to select any other exchange.
Okay, but could, let's say, a trader who connects with his whatever wallet and he doesn't have a Bybit account, could he trade on Bybit?
No.
Okay.
No, so they will need to have a KYC approved account to be trading in the competition.
Got it.
If it runs on Bybit.
Okay, and would they be charged additional fees because of the platform?
No, we don't charge anything from the traders, so it's only centralized exchange fees that are built in.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Dima.
Sure, my pleasure. Any other questions so far?
I'm sure you may get into it here with these campaigns, but do we have an idea of, I know total volume traded, right, is okay, but like, you know, do we have an idea of how many accounts are trading on some of these campaigns, so that we would know, like, yes, we'll increase, you know, volume, right, on say Bybit, which is what you've put the proposal up for, but that would translate into possibly trading across 1,000 accounts, right, or 2,000 accounts. because it would be one thing if we said, oh yeah, you increased trading by $1 million between two accounts, right?
Right. I see what you mean. So there are two things actually in play here. So one of them is that we limit the amount that a single trader can generate in the campaign to prevent any whale domination. So we don't want you as a project to have 2-3 people farming all the rewards and doing all the volume, because that's not beneficial. It's not retail exposure. So what we do is we limit the amount that a single trader can trade so that you get more people involved in the campaign. Now, the math behind it is pretty simple. If we take our minimal price pool, which is $3,000 per week, it will be $428 per day. Now, obviously, you cannot expect 428 people to join the competition to win $1 of rewards. So it will be approximately half of that. Usually, it depends again on campaign structure, which exchange it runs on, but you can pretty much cut the number in half, and you will receive the approximate number of traders that will join every single day. So with $428 per day, it will be approximately 200 people joining the competition.
I would say that's probably what, per week?
Yeah, exactly. So every single day, if we take $5,000, it will be approximately $700 per day. So it will be approximately 200 to 300 traders joining every single day. Now, those could be recurrent traders. Yeah, those could be recurrent traders and new traders. You will always have a mix. So you will retain traders from the previous days, and you will have new traders coming in as well.
Okay, very good. How long does it normally take you to spin up a campaign? As far as if we're trying to, like dovetail it in with other activities that we've got, what is the lead time that you typically take, to get a campaign fired up on your system?
Yeah, so there are two things in play here. So obviously there is the legal stuff. We need to send the agreement, transfer the price pool and the service fee. After that, the lead time is approximately 48 hours. Now, that being said, there is a second parameter, which is the schedule of campaigns. We want to make sure that all the campaigns get maximum attention when they're launched. So that's why we have a schedule of launches, and it goes approximately 1 to 1.5 weeks ahead of time. So we will need to put it in front if you have a specific date. It should be approximately 1.5 weeks before the date to have it scheduled.
Okay. And what do you mean by an epoch? Is that a week? Is it each epoch is a week?
Yeah, so the idea is that we have a schedule of campaigns that we are launching, let's say tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and so on and so forth. We try to launch 2 to 3 campaigns per day to maximize trader attention. And that's why usually it closest available slot is within the week. So if we were to say, agree on the terms and shake hands today, we will have approximately 1 week before we can launch the campaign. Of course, it depends on specific time that you want to launch. It could be 4-3 days, but usually it's within the week.
Okay. And so the proposal at the moment is 40,000. What are the costs of the association apart from that? Is there anything else going on there? Or?
No, it's the campaign cost all in, and it's the maximum cost. So as you can see, the service fee that we take is performance based. So if for some reason there was 0 volume generated, which obviously never happens, we will not charge you any service fee. But our service fee is fully dependent on the volume. So the 5K per week is the maximum service fee that we can charge you for.
Okay, so that's all included in the outputs there, basically the weekly benefit.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
So a couple questions from, well, first off, thank you, Dima, and everybody involved in this. A couple questions for me. The first one is, do you exclusively operate on centralized exchanges, or do you do trading competitions on chain?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So we have a product line which is being extended right now. We launched hold to earn campaign. That was our first priority. So basically incentivizing people to hold the token for extended periods of time. Decentralized competition will come in the future, but we don't have a timeline for it yet.
Got it. Thanks. And then what are the outcome indicators that we're looking for on the campaign?
Right. So obviously it will be the total organic volume because it's the primary metric that centralized exchanges target when they are about to list a project or assess its KPI. Frequency of trading will be one of the metrics because it's really important for Bybit, either for promotion
That
of the
we're
token,
looking
putting it as
for-
trending, and so on and so forth. Our campaigns are designed in a way that helps project increase the frequency of trading. And obviously the exposure to retail traders. So first, the amount of traders, and secondly, it will be the overall impact on either the volume post-campaign or any supporting marketing actions that will be lined up together with the campaign.
Awesome, thanks. And then the last one is, do you have basically a data set that you could share? I see you have this really awesome website. Do you either there or elsewhere have the historical outcomes that you've seen from each of the campaigns that 160, I think you said, campaigns that you've run? And if so, can you share the data set with us so that we can analyze it based off of our own criteria and the outcome indicators you've set?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a full case study page here with the dates for the campaigns, specific cases, and also the overall trading data for almost all of them. So we can backtrack the price pool, which exchanges would ran on, the dates, and obviously the volume. Now, for us, the primary metric that we track is obviously the trading volume. So if we have a specific requirement from your side to track anything outside of that, we can do it. But for us, the main goal, since we host volume-driven trading competitions, is the trading volume that we bring for the projects, either for, it would be OTC deals, loans, beta listings, amplifying marketing announcements, or so on and so forth.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Let me drop the link here as well, so everybody has access to it.
And this CD platform, is that's owned by Storm, or is it totally separate?
Sorry, come again?
Yeah, is this platform Seed? Is it owned by Storm, or is it totally separate?
No, we're a separate company, so we are partnering with Storm, but yeah, it's a standalone product.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Anyone else got any other questions on this proposal? All right. Okay then. Thank you, Dima. We will look into this as we progress through.
There's one
Much
question.
appreciated. Good to see.
Sorry, Hayden. There's one question from the stream, and you may have answered it on the Poker's question, but the question was, is there any way to differentiate any statistics behind actual organic traders versus paid-earn traders? I don't know if there's any metrics behind that, and that may have been answered, but it was brought up.
Sorry, can you repeat between organic traders and who?
Like traders that are just farming the rewards, essentially organic traders versus somebody that is going to be a sustained person. Obviously, I know that's tongue-in-cheek, right? Because the whole purpose is the trading volume. But is there any sort of metrics around what kind of retention rate or increases come after maybe the epochs have ended?
Right. So it will depend on several factors, right? It could be some market conditions that could impact volume post the campaign. It could be liquidity setup that will be different from what we will have during the competition because we have specific requirements that we discussed with market makers. So it's a little bit difficult, especially given that centralized exchange, so this data is quite hidden. But we can definitely track the amount of traders that joined the competition, and we can backtrack the volume that was sustained after the competition. So quite frequently, yeah, for campaigns longer than 4 weeks and more, we've seen the increase in both post-campaign.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Okay.
Right.
Anyone else there? Very good. Thank you, Dima. We will take that back, like I was saying. Okay.
Thanks, everybody. If you don't need me in the meeting, I'll drop off. It was a pleasure talking to everybody.
Thank you. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you guys.
See you soon.
A good one. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Okay, so if we push on through the agenda here, I got TIP 9. Just a run over on the council organisation for Trello and Slack that got passed. So this proposal, it was all about the costs and efficiencies of getting Trello on board and Slack as a primary communication tool and coordination. Trello obviously helps enable a bit of structure and project management, and Slack for secure communications, real-time collaboration, and both being cost-effective and scalable, which will be quite important. The good news is Trello, we got that at the $15 a year, and Slack was free. So that's very good from our side. And it's, you know, as we're moving from Discord to Slack there as well, it seems to be working quite well. It's all up and running, so we've gone past that. Slack, you know, we're going to be offered, thank you, that real-time governance, discussion, secure channels, file sharing, and notifications. And Trello is important for tracking the life cycle, projects, milestones, and also allocating our tasks and so forth. So that's very good. And it's also scalable. You know, it's very easy to add people on, take people off as needed, as things grow. And we've got it locked in, so it will be a continuous cost that we have until something comes up or it gets too expensive for whatever reason that might be. And yeah, the ultimate goal here is it's got unified organization visibility. Everyone's on the same platform. Efficient communication, clarity. You know, we can take it around with us everywhere we go, and it's future-proofing the budget. So we've got, we know what things are going to cost, and we've got that side set up. Has anyone else got anything to add on this proposal?
No, just that we've got it all up and running now, and we're using it, and it's great. It's already improving the internal comms. We're going to be building out the Trello a lot more, but the Slack's in full swing. So yeah, overall, it's a really good tool for us to use, and will be very important in the future.
Yeah, and it's common. Like most of us know how to use it as well. So it's nothing new to.
Yeah, and we've got so many things we can plug in and integrate with as well. You know, it will just be very useful. It's just very useful. Everyone uses it, so we're working really hard on it now as well.
Yeah.
Dolly said we all ditched him for Slack. So sorry, Dolly.
Yeah, he is left in Discord, but
the real work gets done on Slack.
Yeah. That's good.
Now, on another note, we had talked about this internally, but like having dashboards for community-facing things too, which is great for Trello. So looking forward to that.
Yeah. It also keeps. It's going to help us keep track of projects, what we say we do, make sure we do, and we can follow up on it as we need to. Then. All right. TIP 10. Discord boost to level 3. Would you be able to bring that one up while you're there, Rotel? Thank you. Okay, so this was brought up by Dahlia. Thank you, Dahlia. It's all passed as well. So previously, our server it's maintained level 3 status through community member boosts. We wanted to ensure long-term stability and brand consistency. So we considered boosting it or funding it to boost and prevent potential loss of premium features should the community support fluctuate. One of the potential issues here is that, you know, if it doesn't get the engagement through the community, they can withdraw the boost at any time, which would drop the server below level 3, and that just causes trouble we don't need, and we don't want to be dependable on individual members to keep us there. So some of the stuff that we could lose without getting the upgrade there. The custom branded invite link would be forfeited. Audio quality drops, file uploads are reduced, and no HD streaming. So it's some pretty basic features that just make life a lot easier. And yeah, we just wanted to basically avoid that. It's not a huge cost either. $10 to $15 for the association, back to Boost. That gives us the insurance that it's going to stay there. There's no immediate cost while the community maintains support, but it preserves the professional branding and enhanced community features. So it's more of a preventative situation. So we want to prevent this falling off later on and not react to it later. Is there anything else on that front? And it's actually quite good as we sort of move from Discord a little bit more into Slack. So it does provide that insurance quite well there. No, it's good. It's reasonably straightforward and a good, simple proposal there. So thank you, Dolly. If we go on to TOP 11, so integration of OneSafe for Telcoin association payments. So as the organization grows and we've got bills to pay and got to prepare for the next steps, OneSafe, it is a DAO-focused financial services platform. Helps manage payments and expenses for the Telcoin Association and a lot of others, but for our sake, to secure custody of funds allocated for payments, streamline vendor transactions, including corporate cards and automated tools. And the ultimate goal is to improve efficiency, security, transparency, and manage the association's expenses, while the association broader treasury reserves remain managed through existing mechanisms. This came about from need of regular payment for services, and we're getting a few more of these needs at the moment. Infrastructure, suppliers, and contractors to keep everything running smoothly. And currently, we didn't have such a system that's unified, secure, and transparent. OneSafe offers a secure custody, automated financial operations, so we can automate bills basically, so forth. There's other things that offers, but that's the main one there. Corporate cards, pay directly as needed and when, as compliance ready, and it's going to be of growing importance as well. Clear records from the accounting side of things. So as we have to go through financial auditing end of year and so forth, it's going to be a lot easier to manage. From a security side as well, the custody of associated funds, we have limited access, so authorized members only, and under governance rules. What else have we got in this? We've got security. We've already mentioned that, so you can put some limits and so forth as required, just basic operational controls really. Transparency, efficiency, and being compliant as well within the DAO and within our association. So it's all visible really. There are a few fees involved, but no different to anywhere else really. Do you have any other questions on this one?
No, I didn't. I can just chime in and say that we're doing like some KYC stuff for it right now. It's on full implementation mode, and great proposal, went fast, and should really empower us to pay for things the proper way on time without having to use personal cards and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's going to be much better on that front. And there's no need to use a personal card. It can be through the association.
And on a similar note, we've been meeting with a bank on the Tau side, is a bank account that was actually introduced to us by Storm. They're fantastic, and basically, we're getting we're getting the couple of things in place so that they can be set up properly. There needs to be, because I'm on the TAO, I'm the signatory, and I'm in the US. They need someone who's outside the US to also be in that director setup. So I'm just doing some filings to update that with someone that's in Europe. And yeah, so then one safe KYC is just on my plate to do and is moving forward. So yeah, we'll have a ton of banking systems in place as we need them. And yeah, hopefully there's long-term partnerships with these with OneSafe in terms of using all of our banking products and our network, as well as with the other bank too. So it's an exciting time. I mean, a year ago, like you just couldn't really imagine getting these types of providers, bank accounts, things like that. It was just totally restricted globally, and now, especially with Telcoin Digital Asset Bank coming, which is incredibly exciting. There's a tremendous amount of progress on that front. It's really going to unlock everything that this industry has needed to enable this day-to-day regular activities on chain. So thanks.
Oh, very good. Good to hear as well, bank, because a little bit of diversification, from is always good. If one has problems and the other one's still operational, ideally. So it gives us choice. Good to hear. All right. Well, let's move on. Parker, if you want to discuss the banking the Internet of Money update.
Yeah. So as far as the accounts that we needed for the escrow, if you haven't seen already, transferred 2.5 billion to one of the providers. And from the perspective of counterparty risk, we're using two providers. So the know your business info in this case involves, so we basically move at the speed of compliance. And both partners, Anchorage Digital and BitGo, have just been wonderful in all aspects. It does take some time because you have to basically create all sorts of different agreements in addition to the traditional know your business things that happen for the escrow contracts for each of the different control parties. And so since there's 3 different companies that are within this sort of escrow system that are signing up as with accounts on each of these platforms, we were able to move a little bit faster on the Anchorage one, and the BitGo one is just getting completed now with some counter signatures needed from their end. So the first 2.5 billion is in there. The second one will be there soon, and yeah, none of it is holding back any other efforts. And beyond that, I can't really go into too much detail in terms of the when bank, when digital asset bank, and all of that. But it's we together have been able to make this a success in getting the required capital in place, and are excited to share updates as they come up in the near future.
Yeah, it's awesome, and it's good to see it underway. So looking forward to that progressing. And just on that front, I did see a few comments where people were saying online, oh, it's just being used to sell tokens and so forth. It's these funds are, well, these tokens that they're locked up. They're not going anywhere. So there's none of that stuff going on. So it's probably better for the token.
Exactly. They're locked up for some time until specific metrics that are laid out within the TELIP banking the Internet of Money proposal.
Yes.
So make sure to check that out. It's an exciting proposal, everyone out there. It's sort of just very interesting how we were able to do this really cool, merger M&A style structure between the association and holdings, and to our mutual benefits, are positioned as hopefully the most well-banked blockchain in the world in the coming months and everything. So,
Hey Parker,
Yeah.
one question from stream. Could you just really broad strokes explain just in a really brief, few sentences, what the benefit of that equity share for the association is
Sure.
in the agreement.
Yep. So just on the from the financial perspective, you mean?
Right, right. It's just a community question.
Yeah. Yeah. So the return to the community and the association specifically is that it will own um, basically it's simple agreement for future equity or safe shares in Telcoin Holdings at at a $250 million valuation based on the number of years that it is held or time on a month calculated monthly that the escrow is held. And so the ultimate goal is to get the escrow unlocked and to get Telcoin Association, I believe it's 1.25 million per year. I just pulled it up to make sure I'm accurate. So I wouldn't want to misstate it. So yeah, it's basically 5% safe notes at $250 million cap at an 80% discount rate based on TEL escrow value at 0.005 a token. And so that equates to 1.25 million annually in basically safe shares in Telcoin Holdings. It's corporate stock on the Series A round. And so that's per year. So if it was 2 years, it would be $2.5 million worth of safe shares. But the goal is for this to be done and hit these milestones within a year. That's certainly the goal that we hold ourselves to on this. And then beyond the financial benefits, it's basically having this. We've just offered to say we're going to serve the entire ecosystem with enhanced banking services tailored to their individual market and for all of the application developers and validators, as well as enhanced commercial services too. So it basically enables the association to own a share in this digital asset bank and this global multinational fintech and banking company, Telcoin Holdings, and to get enhanced services as well as to use what is effectively dormant capital in the Tel Treasury. As we've maintained the supply needed for the next couple years at least at the Tel Treasury without needing to touch the escrow. And so it's basically just using dormant capital to generate both a capitalize this bank as well as digital asset bank, excuse me, and to unlock this blockchain that every blockchain is so disconnected from the financial system, and to have its own sort of bank that it has a stake in, right, is totally unprecedented in this space, and a really exciting opportunity to make an alternative financial system that has the entire world of foreign exchange and currencies end to end to enable a foreign exchange market that works at the speed and performance and costs and accessibility as the internet, unlike the traditional one that's super centralized, expensive, and inaccessible and controlled by 20 banks globally.
Awesome, thank you. And just for those listening, could you just really broad strokes explain what that means for somebody that say is a LP provider, right, for the association for the network?
Sure. So what's it mean for them in terms of like the added functionalities that are offered to them, or
right? What
yeah,
kind of, what does this, as they are an LP provider and in the net or a staker, right, in the network, and due to this agreement, what does that kind of in a roundabout way mean for them essentially as somebody that's involved in the network?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, and so it's over time, there a variety of different local markets will be unlocked from the U.S. digital asset bank. Especially if you're a U.S. customer, what that means is that you have a bank account tied to your within your self-custodial wallet from a regulated U.S. financial institution that it enables you to instantly mint EUSD and provide liquidity as well as access all of the other currencies that that Telcoin offers, and provide, in the liquidity miner case, provide that liquidity direct from their bank account instantly without any middlemen, like point service solutions like that we have today that are more expensive. This is a fully integrated banking system that will unlock this stuff for everyday use in a way that just never happened. Even the most aggressive folks working towards bringing this type of thing to market, they're missing what you're showing on the screen, which is those three areas of this massive distribution channel through existing network services providers, regulated digital asset banking with fully interconnected stablecoins, instead of paying $1 to get 95 cents and it taking 5 days, free and instant from a regulated bank. And so that enables so many use cases. And as we continue to scale across markets globally with a similar type of offering, it will really unlock this stuff for foreign exchange and for remittances, and really the whole blockchain economy. It's the lifeblood of it is money, and access to that and is very scarce globally today in any meaningful way. And we'll be able to do so many exciting things when this happens with stablecoins, and then with additional products on chain that a digital asset bank can offer. So it's been a long-term effort from a lot of folks across Telcoin that deserve a ton of credit and beyond, and something that we've been really looking forward to and working hard towards for a long time. And so the association enabled that, and we're gonna be able to have the most, as I said, interconnected and well banked blockchain for all of the stakeholders in the world, in my opinion.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, it's going to be an essential piece of the puzzle there. It's good, it's very good, and needs both sides. So it's great to see it underway with the movement of funds there, or the movement of the tokens. No one says anyone got any further questions or want to bring anything up on that update there? Great. All right. Ari, would you like to run over expanding the centralized liquidity coverage?
Yeah, Derek, if you can pull up just that.
Yep.
Just in case anybody's forgot. So last time we talked about, we had a proposal that went to Snapshot, where we're proposing to provide 125 million TEL, up to 125 million TEL, to provide extra liquidity in case in one of our possible SEX listings we would have an actual need for additional liquidity outside of the bounds of what we had already proposed in previous engagements. So that has passed both the Platform Council and now Treasury, and now it's up to the legal people to look at it for the next 72 hours, I think, and then that'll go through, and we'll have that. Turtle, for his, as busy as he has been, he's actually been working all of his connections to try to speed up processes on their end. This will just be all set and ready to go when we're ready to pull the trigger on something, have contracts signed.
Yes, it's going to come in handy, and it's all ready, which is the most important thing. So as and when it's needed, we can go and do what we need to do and draw down as needed, nice and quickly.
Yeah, and it's an up to. So yeah, we've I've used the Parker method of calculating that. So with the price increases and stuff, we should be we shouldn't possibly need all of it. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, that'll be the higher the better, the more there is. So Very good. Anything else we need to cover over at this point? Anyone got any questions on this one? No, I think it's good, and it's good to be prepped and good to be ready on that front. Does make things a lot easier going forward. Okay, well that nearly wraps us up for this morning or this evening, wherever you are. Any questions in general from anyone on any of the chats or anything there? Derek, have you seen anything come through?
There is a question about the current negotiations, and kind of where we're at with that. The only thing I can say, and unless Adam wants to add any more, is we are still in a blackout period. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll let Adam if he wants to elaborate.
Yeah, it's about all we can really say.
Yeah, so there is only a limited amount that we can say, but it is essentially just waiting on a variety of aspects, just for whether it's integrations, negotiations, anything on that. Pretty much, I'm just going to say every aspect of an exchange, just because I can't say anything. So it's going to cover everything. But yeah, everything is still in talks, still being sorted. As soon as we hear from their side, that's good.
Yeah, we can assure you behind the scenes that it's definitely progressing along.
Right.
So,
yep.
Yeah, we just can't discuss it. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that is there anything else? That was the only question there.
I will open it up. Maybe wait another 5 to 10 seconds. If anybody has any other questions, please speak up in the chat. Any of the chats again. Seeing none other right now. If anything comes through, yep, nope, that's it. If anything comes through, we will do our best to respond. Please find us on Discord, Telegram, the forums. We are here to assist in any way we can. So if we missed your question here, please, my DMs are open. You can always send it, and we'll make sure it gets answered. Whatever we can do.
Yeah, very good. All right, thank you, Joe. Thank you, everyone. Next meetings, October 16th, the 30th, and then we move to November 13th. And there'll be a bit going on between that time. So have a good couple of weeks, everyone. We'll speak elsewhere and we'll go from there.